extra work, and absentness you hurt, and passiveness never struck my nerve, and that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth, salute the truth from the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside
this is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans in recent years.
I never got my DNA. This in my head.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Falls Eagles going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here's Coleman, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Gabriel, the man in motion. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Knight. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And no escaping escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Knight. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On 4th down, Knight. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vinny Curry. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their time. Timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Wentz, flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Vic Beasley able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. In motion is Austin Hooper.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion goes the tight end. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And he's got some space here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They go play action here on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw is Wentz. Completes it to Blount. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Flushed out right. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Again, here's Blunt. And some room to work. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Stays on his feet. Now he's forced out right. And Blunt has it. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
In motion is Austin Hooper. After the interception, here's Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down, Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to slither by. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now he's flushed out left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wentz to throw on second down. Now he steps away. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Vinny Curry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Knight. Now he's forced out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Here's the fill. Now as they head out to take over possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change? And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Deion Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And some space here. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 47 yards. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Knight. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Blunt. They find some up. LeGarrette Blunt, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on second down. Knight flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kevin Coleman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 31 yards there and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for it.
See if it can continue.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Wentz going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vic Beasley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. On.
Freeman again. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Ryan to throw. He finds Coleman. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.